You better not start.
Okay. Go.
Section 5, influence affecting market data. Learning objectives, explain the trends affecting property value. Define economic base analysis. Number 3, explain economic or market areas. Number 4, define neighborhood. Number 5, explain life cycles of a neighborhood. Number 6, relate the 4 basic factors, pegs, affecting value to residential property, commercial property, industrial property, and rural property. Trends affecting property value. The economy, price levels and building costs, business cycles, population, purchasing power, financing, property taxes. B, international, national, and regional data. At the international level, these factors can impact property value, balance of payments, war, price of gold, foreign tariffs, stability of foreign currency. Number 2, on the national level in the United States, these factors can impact property value, Federal Reserve policies, Treasury policies, interest rates, competition for financing. Federal Housing Administration and Department of Veteran Affairs, VA policies, income taxes, national tariffs. At the regional level, these factors begin to have a more direct effect on property values. Unemployment rate, income levels, population increases, decreases, and shifts, availability of financing, local imports and exports. Number 4, economic base analysis, defined as the collection and analysis of international, national, and regional data and determination of their effects locally. C, economic or market areas. Number 1, an economic area or market area is a geographic area typically encompassing a group of sub-areas which are influenced to a great extent by the same economic factors. Do you want me to read that note? Okay. Economic area boundaries identify the physical area that influences the value of a group of properties. Economic areas commonly contain properties of different use and types. In developing economic area boundaries, the 4 factors or forces, pegs, that affect value need to be considered. Physical, environmental factors, location, topography, soil, natural barriers, and transportation. Economic factors, mortgage, interest rates, income levels, ownership and rental information, employment, possible industrial expansion, availability of vacant and improved properties, occupier rates, rental rates, and construction costs. Governmental factors, local law, regulations, taxes, restrictions, local zoning, building codes, health codes, and national, state, and local fiscal policies. Social factors, population density, education levels, age levels, employment types, levels of crime, block groups, and crime watch groups. D, neighborhood data. Number 1, neighborhood is defined as the environment of a subject property that has a direct and immediate effect on value. A geographic area in which there are typically fewer than several thousand properties defined for some useful purpose, such as to ensure that the properties are homogeneous and share important characteristics. Number 2, neighborhood life cycles, based on the principle of change. Growth, a time of construction and development. Stability, supply and demand are about equal. Decline reflects a diminishing demand or desirability. Revitalization, a declining neighborhood has become desirable again. Property and pegs. Physical is environmental, residential, location, appearance, size, shape, and area of lots, street patterns, proximity to support facilities, topography, climate, utilities, soil, subsoil conditions, drainage hazards, nuisances and contamination. Commercial, street and traffic patterns, soil and subsoil conditions, nuisances. Industrial, size and shape of sites. Street patterns, hazards, climate, utilities, waste, disposal and contamination, transportation, location of labor. Rural, topography, climate, soil, conditions, irrigation, proximity to markets, residential, and support facilities. Oh boy, there's more. There's another chart. These are the economic forces. I think I understand. Oh boy. Okay, so these are economic. So residential is jobs, family income, price and rent levels, ownership, tenancy ratios, turnover and vacancy, land use patterns, amount of vacant land, new construction, lender attitudes and policies, foreclosure rate, assessments, property taxes, utility costs, fire insurance rates. Commercial, taxes, population, taxes, population changes, direction of growth, compatibility of development, rents, vacancy factor, monetary factors, competing commercial neighborhoods, business failure and turnover rate, lender attitudes and policies. Industrial, monetary factors, wages, union attitudes, utility rates, transportation costs, and taxes. Rural, the economic factors for rural are income, operating cost, ratio of owners to tenants, rent levels, lender attitudes and policies, and taxes. So government forces on residential are municipal services, planning, zoning, building codes, development, regulations, taxes, special assessments. Governmental factors on commercial are municipal services, planning, zoning, building codes, development regulations, assessments, taxes, and special assessments. Governmental factors for industrial are municipal services, planning, zoning, building codes, development regulations, and taxes. And governmental factors on rural are federal policies and programs, price supports, set-aside programs, land bank system. And social forces on residential are population characteristics and shifts, crime, neighborhood cohesiveness. Social factors for commercial are crime, population density, commercial neighborhoods, characteristics of shoppers. Social factors on industrial are crime, shifts in population, availability of labor, population, educational level, attitude toward training, and membership in unions. Social factors on rural are population shifts and availability of labor. End of section.